So may I come in?
Please come in. Please be seated.
Good morning, sir.
How do we address you, Gaurav or Lahya?
So Gaurav.
Right.
My name is Gaurav.
Right. Kindly introduce yourself because you have mentioned so many things. So we need to know more about you.
So my name is Gaurav BUWADE. I belong to Nagpur, Maharashtra. I've completed my graduation in electrical engineering from Yashwantrao Chauhan College of Engineering, Nagpur itself. Thereafter, I started my preparation for defense forces, and meanwhile, I have also taken a job, and currently I am working as a teacher in private institute.
Right. But why did you were a graduate trainee engineer with SL Technology Limited?
Yes, sir.
Why did you quit that?
So the primary reason to quit that particular job because of my orientation right from my 12th, I have appeared for NDA, and I have decided that I want to serve. I am taking my career in defense forces, but at the same time, I also thought that I want to manage my funds, manage my expenses after graduation on my own. So I have to quit that, and yes, sir, that is the reason.
And then you took up an assignment as a faculty, as a
Yes,
temporary faculty with Eagles Academy of Personal Development, Bangalore.
Yes, sir.
And thereafter, a temporary senior faculty with Sauda Education Services Private Limited, Ghaziabad.
Right, sir.
But what brought you all the way from Bangalore to Ghaziabad? From first Nagpur, then Bangalore, then Ghaziabad. Tell us about your journey.
Right. So teaching was primarily my hobby right from my school days. So I have taken that during my engineering as well. And the reason I shifted to Bangalore is that the opportunity there are available as I was preparing for my defense examinations like CDS. So there was that particular academy who was taking care after the defense examinations, and I thought that that place would serve me as a guidance for my defense journey, and that purpose served. Later on, when my orientation, as I was done with my CDS attempts, so I shifted to CAPF, and I thought that Delhi is the best opportunity for that. So,
but do you have some links over here in Ghaziabad?
sir, I don't have any link.
Achha.
No. Yeah, I
So you
simply
will come
applied.
all the way to Ghaziabad or to Delhi just to prepare for the CAPF examination.
So there were two reasons. Firstly, the opportunity that you get in Delhi related to UPSC exams, and secondly, again the preferred job in the same field. I got a good opportunity than the previous one, so I thought, why not to go?
Right. So what do you teach as senior faculty in Sauda Education Services? What do you teach there?
So currently, I'm looking after geography subject for CDS examinations.
And we have done electrical engineering from Nagpur University,
Yes, sir.
Yashwantrao Chauhan College of Engineering. It's a government college, it's a private college?
So it is a private college, autonomous college.
Autonomous college. But I think it's got a good ranking, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir. It has.
Very good
It is one
ranking.
of the good college in
Right,
Nagpur.
right. And then, of course, you have mentioned budget traveling,
Yes, sir.
action books reading. What is action books reading?
So basically, action book reading is a sort of reading which are non-fictional books and which gives you the glimpse of historical aspects of various wars and some realistic things, adventurous and thrilling at the same time. So that is action book reading.
Acha, you have given CRPF as the first choice.
Yes, sir.
What could be the possible reason for that? How are you swimming against the trend or against
Sir,
the current?
Right, sir. Sir, right from my journey to defense services, it started from NDA. I have been to various CDS interviews, the cantonment area, and I've been always inclined toward the operational thing. That's what fascinated me. As I also mentioned, that action book reading, that also kept me motivated. And the mandate of CRPF that aligns more with my personality. So that was the primary reason I have opted CRPF as a preference.
Defense awareness seminar,
Right.
and then you have written NGO. Can you explain this?
Right, sir. Sir, as I mentioned that one of my tenure I have served in Bangalore, and there I seen that defense awareness is quite low. No one knows about various opportunities you get in defense. So one of my colleague, he there itself in Bangalore, he runs an NGO. So I gave in an idea that I want to present some seminar in the nearby colleges that you know, and that's how I just kept on going to various colleges, nearby colleges, and promoted all the opportunities defense forces gives you.
Tell me one thing. There are a lot of Air Force station in Bangalore.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's all dotted there. and then you were teaching in Eagles Academy of Personality Development,
Yeah.
again related to some defense thing.
Right.
How do you say that that the awareness of people in Bangalore is less toward defense forces?
Right, sir. So my way of awareness is that whenever we talk about defense forces, everyone, what they think is that it is just about infantry, cavalry, but actually it's not. Even if you want to do an engineering job, that is what defense provides you. If you want to be a doctor, there is AFMC. So these are all the things. If you are a law graduate, why don't not to go as a law graduate entry? So these are all the aspects which I give to them.
Yeah, but tell me one thing. If the situation, what you have already said about the low awareness levels about defense, then why was the Eagles Academy for Personal Development existing there?
Right, sir.
And they must be having a lot of catchment, in fact. And you do not establish an institution just for the heck of it.
So
And most in the private sector, the catchment is very important.
right, sir.
And the financials are very important.
Firstly, sir, to be precise about that particular academy, the area it is surrounded by, it is full of greenery, and that is one of the place which is nearby to many landscapes area as well, where students not just come for their personality enhancement and coaching, but also that academy provides you some basic adventurous camps. So that might be one of the reason that the director or the owner chosen that particular academy in Bangalore.
Nee, but for defense purposes, you mentioned that it helped you in formulating a personality for the defense forces. I want to come to that issue.
Yeah. So basically, that Eagles Academy of Personality Development, it is a place which also runs that NDA coaching and SSB coaching. So I was the part of that. So overall,
I just wanted to know that you mentioned that you joined this institution so that you could prepare for defense forces.
right, sir.
I just wanted to know as to what is the core philosophy of the institute we were teaching. What is the core philosophy, or what are the strengths of this academy?
Yeah. So that in that particular place, you will get exposure to meet various officers from the armed forces, and there you can inculcate all the qualities, and you can interact with new members.
And I think still we are not coming to platform. That doesn't matter. Doesn't
sorry, sir,
matter. I'm
if I
trying to
couldn't able
appreciate
to-
also, and it's my job to appreciate that. What does that academy prepare people for?
So that academy prepare you for SSB interviews and
SSB interviews,
and defense examinations.
Right. Thank you.
Sorry.
So
sir,
I
it
was
took
coming
me-
to that point of view itself, Right. So
All right, Gaurav. I'm very happy to note that you have chosen CRPF over CISF. That is normally the first choice.
Yes, sir.
So reasons you have already explained. Okay. You had applied for NDA and CDS,
Right, sir.
and you are quite enthusiastic for the defense. And what was your experience at the SSB when you went for CDS?
Right, sir. So my experience during my SSB, firstly, so the people you get surrounded by, that will always keep you on motivating and always striving to achieve more. Secondly, sir, the 5-day of process will teach you many of things that will let you know about yourself. So that part is one of
No, I'm wanting to say what went wrong when you had gone for SSB and not
right,
NDA?
sir. So there were many, not many, there were few areas. Like I think at that time I was not good at my communications.
You were
and
conference out or screened out?
so I was conference out.
Okay. So tell me about your SSB experience now.
Right, sir.
IO, GTO, your psych.
Yeah.
What went wrong?
So starting with the psych test, it was quite good. I was able to complete all the sections in a stipulated time, and I was maintaining my stature and composure. Coming to the GTO part, so GTO is all about your ideas, how you interact with others.
What went wrong?
So I think it was my interview and my basic communication. Apart from that, I was unaware about some of the
Where
general
did you get
knowledges.
stuck in the interview?
Right, sir.
You speak well, communication is okay.
So, right, sir, that I have developed over a period of time.
Okay.
I think there were some aspects related to current affair, news, and defense forces. So that were the point.
I would like to tell you, current affairs and military related questions are asked only towards the last 5 minutes.
Right,
So
sir.
if you're done well in the remaining 40 minutes, it does not matter much if you are not able to answer one or two general awareness questions.
So that was my observation. And another thing is that you don't get to know the feedback about your SSB, why you are getting failed. So
Okay. You could have also appeared for technical graduate entries, or
yes, sir.
because you were eligible to go for SSB
Right.
even without the test, without the written exam.
Right, sir.
What happened? Did you try for that?
Sir, I have applied, but the dates were scheduled in such a manner that I couldn't appear.
How many
in
times
the-
did you apply for it?
So I have applied it for thrice. And
TGS?
yes, sir.
TGC?
TES.
Ah.
Sir, TES entry.
No. TG.
Sir, for TGC entry, that is technical graduate course.
Yeah.
The cutoff is quite high, and I couldn't able to reach that cutoff.
Yes, 7.2.
Yes, sir. So for electrical engineering, the cutoff even reaches 8.0, 80% above.
Okay. You switched your jobs, job hopping, I would say, very frequently. Every now and then you move to another job. What was the reason for that? You worked for 2 months only in the first job, and then 10 months for the next job, and you are now little stable for year and a half.
Right, sir.
What is the
Sir,
reason for hopping?
So there is the reason for hopping. Firstly, I would say that my first job, it was related to technical thing, and I found that it was hindering to my long-term goal. So I took teaching as my second option, which was which was initially my hobby as well. Then the last two jobs, it is related to teaching, and the place where I found better opportunity. As in the process I learned, I thought to go for good opportunity.
It is the job, the duration, the working hours that are not allowing you to prepare for the defense exams, or the choice of the kind of work that you're handling, the technical work or the teaching work that is supporting you for this. So what is it? One is that you want time to prepare, therefore you don't work and you quit, right?
Sir,
Another is the type of the content of the work is the deciding factor. So what is it?
So it was not about some work stress or that particular academy is giving me a lot of work. That is not a problem for me. The reason for changing it or shifting it is that earlier I was preparing for defense forces, and I found that that particular academy is giving me more exposure. When I shifted to CAPF, Armed Police Forces, then I thought that this academy is providing me better opportunity. So only that is the reason, or else there is no other reason which I think.
Okay. So the name is Personality Development Academy, but it is actually SSB Academy.
Right,
SSB,
sir.
they teach you, coach you about SSB.
Right.
Is it?
Right, sir.
How are we calling it personality development? What are the subjects being taught over there other than your normal SSB interviews
Right, sir.
topics?
So it is named as Eagles Academy of Personality Development, though it teaches SSB. And the reason is that SSB is all about testing your personality. So that is the reason they might have chosen the name.
What personality development issues were taught other than IO technique, other than the GTO, and other than the psych test?
Sir,
what was in addition being done?
Okay. Sir, actually IO, GTO, these are not a thing which I feel that you can learn in just a day or two. It is all about how you inculcate the qualities in yourself over a period of time. So it is all about realization and consciousness of all the qualities that you should have. So that is why it might be named as personality development. So overall it focuses on
What subjects were covered? My question again.
Got it,
What
sir.
subjects were covered other than IO, GTO, psych?
Sir,
To be called a personality development academy.
right, sir. So there were many stage programs, like where you'll be called and you have to interact with you have to control the overall class. So that is a thing I should consider. But from my point of view, I was taking care of teaching section, and that personality development was not my part actually. So I am quite unaware about that particular stream. My field was to focus on NDA guidance.
They teach what?
Again, sir, right from my starting, geography was one of my
You were
favorite.
teaching geography for written exam.
Yes, sir.
You were teaching geography
Correct, sir.
for written exam, NDA or CDS?
Sir, NDA. When I was in Bangalore, it was NDA. When I was preparing for CDS, I was teaching to NDA. When I cleared CDS, I'm guiding to CDS candidates.
And what is SAVDA?
So again, it stands for Shaurya Vivek Defense Academy. So it is a coaching center for.
Where is this?
Sir, it is in Ghaziabad.
Okay. Israel is experiencing difficulty in terms of taking a decision, or there is a split decision on, or division on the opinion on governing of Gaza after war. What is your idea on it?
Sir, so if you allow me, can I frame a opinion because I am unsure about the actual
Like,
issue?
Have you read about it or no?
Sir, no.
Okay. Thank you.
Gaurav,
Yes, sir.
you are from Maharashtra.
Yes, sir.
You worked in Karnataka.
Yes, sir.
Still, you are working in Uttar Pradesh.
Yes, sir.
Among these places, if you want to spend your life, which place you want to stay and why?
Right, sir. Sir, if given me the opportunity to take one particular name, I would prefer. Firstly, sir, I don't have any concern about any particular state, but still, if given a choice, I would take Uttar Pradesh, because, sir, here I see that there are many of things where I, as a teacher, can devote myself to larger strata and the poor strata.
What are the challenges facing as of now, if any challenges, as a resident of Ghaziabad?
Right, sir. So one of the important challenge I see whenever I go outing to any particular, along with my friends, I see, sir, there are many of poor children who are selling balloons, and that become the part of their life. So that I see from my point that it is one of the very challenging thing.
What is the pet name of Rabindranath Tagore?
So the pet name of, sir, if I'm not wrong, it is Guruji.
What is the status of solar energy in the world in context of India?
So in context of India, so we are striving toward achieving a particular target, which the facts I'm unaware. But yes, sir, we are looking forward for achieving this solar target to meet at least 30% of the overall energy requirement.
Can you tell me the difference between personality test and interview?
Right, sir. Sir, so personality test, it looks in, sir, interview is one of the process out of which you can judge the personality, or you can see the qualities in a particular thing. So interview is a subset under personality. Personality is a larger strata and interview is a test.
What is the status of left-wing extremism in Maharashtra?
Sir, there are few regions in Maharashtra like Gadchiroli, where there is a groundhold or foothold of left-wing extremism. So it is on the eastern side, which is only affected by left-wing extremism in the entire Maharashtra.
What is Gadchiroli model to curb that Naxalism?
So Gadchiroli model, there were many initiatives like one is Samadhan scheme and Roshni scheme, which was initiated by the government to bring the Naxalite affected people into the mainstream by giving them opportunities and skill development.
When will be the next throwball national championship will be held? Can you tell me the place of the name and when?
Sorry, sir, I have to look after.
Who is that last national champion throwball?
Sir, I couldn't.
How much budget has been allocated from that government of India for the defense sector in the last budget? Because this year we have a interim budget. Before that, how much fund has been allocated?
Sir, I have to recall that.
What is the defense industrial corridor in UP?
Sir, I am unable to recall it.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
One or two more questions, in fact, especially about the paramilitary forces. Please tell me deployment of the paramilitary forces.
So we have, there are total 7 forces which comes under armed police forces. 4 are the border guarding forces like BSF. It is on India-Pakistan and India-Bangladesh border. Then SSB, which looks after Indo-Nepal and India-Bhutan border. Then so we have ITBP, which guards the Indo-Tibetan sector, and so we have then Assam Rifles, who guards Indo-Myanmar border. Apart from that, CISF, which is a industrial security force, and lastly it is central CRPF, which can be deployed for various tasks like Naxalite affected area, and for some VIP security parliament duty. And there is one more paramilitary, that is NSG, which is the anti-terrorism force in urban areas.
Acha, do you have some idea about India's relationship with Maldives?
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead.
Sir, with the current aspect, the relation is not going well because of some Chinese influence with the Maldives. Like Maldives has sent back our Indian troops, and now they are struggling because we have given them few aircrafts, and that they couldn't able to manage. So the relation is not well. Also, their tourism sector is also affected because of some comments, some negative comments about the Indian ministers.
Right, thank you. Now we'd like to give a feedback, sir.
Okay. You showed good confidence as you came in, and you're quite articulate, very logical. But certain times one felt that you were circumlocuting. घूम के आप आंसर दे रहा है, सीधा आंसर देना चाहिए. You must straight come to the point.
Yes, sir.
Like for example, when I asked you about the technical graduate entry, you could have simply said, sir, I did not meet the criteria. I wanted to apply, but I did not meet the criteria. Cutoff was very high. Finished. One line answer.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है? So when I asked you about CDS experience at SSB, you can say, out of the 3 tests, I felt I could not perform well in the interview. Matter is over. Right? You must give straight, simple, clear answers, concise, precise. घुमाना नहीं है. ठीक है? Then Personality Development Academy. You can simply say, sir, though it's called Personality Development Academy, but chiefly it is, at the core, they are conducting SSB coaching with some exposure to certain other things so as to build a little more confidence. That's it. This is exactly what is happening.
Right, sir.
Okay. And job hopping, you can simply say, sir, I was doing that job and I felt this difficulty, therefore I changed. My training, my NDA, my falana. So, if you're working, not working, these are 2 different things for preparation for competitive exams. So if you're not working, then you should not work anywhere. Then why look for another job after some time? ठीक है ना? So you should be very clear as to what are the reasons, what you did, why you did. ठीक है? उसमें confusion नहीं होनी चाहिए आपके मन में. Clarity लेके आना है.
Sir.
Okay, thank you.
Gaurav, I've been through your DAF, and this is detailed application form. And some of the things which you have mentioned, like Rabindranath Tagore Marg, where the address has given in the issuing authority of your certificate. Number 1. Number 2, you have mentioned about that renewable energy in your graduation time. You have studied that solar energy status report has come recently. Then again, you are not able to give the answer about the throw ball because you have lots of prize you have won this.
Right, sir.
And you also mentioned in a budget like defense awareness seminar in NGO. I have asked about the defense budget. You are not aware of these things. So kindly go through that entire, that mention, what you have mentioned in your diary. Okay, thank you.
Gaurav, when is the interview?
Sir, 29th of May.
You still have around 8 days with you. Our esteemed colleagues have already pointed out where the failings are. You're very articulate and you're a man of conviction. And let me tell you, we are also impressed by your background, that you have urge to pursue your dreams. You have a very strong urge to pursue your dreams. And that is what made you switch over from SL Technologies to Bangalore, or from Bangalore to this place. Now, you should be guarded in what you say, because when we're talking in terms, all of a sudden you mentioned the fact that the people in Bangalore are not aware of the defense forces. then how? Why such an academy comprising everybody from defense and going for teaching? That's why I wanted to get in the heart of the matter, right? Right. So don't contradict your own statement. And don't speak beyond beyond a point. That is what we'll suggest. Because see, articulation is one thing, but articulation does not lead you to speak whatever you feel like.
Right, sir.
Because we can read through that. We can read through that. But that's not the issue. Our area of concern is something else, In your case, you're such a good candidate, in fact, But of what you have mentioned in your DAF, you're not clear about. So you got to read that. And my suggestion would be, or rather our suggestion would be, you got 8 days with you, and you're an academician also. You've been teaching for the last 2 years or so, and you have been a good student. You've been a good student. It's not that you have a good, strong academic record. So आप थोड़ा लिख कर तैयारी कर लीजिए. I hope you're clear about that.
Yes, sir.
Because you have to see, you must build up on your strengths. You have a lot of strength in terms of articulation, portraying an idea. You want to improve yourself. You want to go ahead in life. You are chasing a dream.
Yes, sir.
So wherever there are what you call the vacuum portion, you have to attend. So whatever you've written, prepare answers for that, bullet points. Huh?
Yes,
Then apart from that, we talked about, we're impressed about your answer for why do you want to join the CRPF. In fact, you had a very convincing answer, not the run of the mill cliche answer. It was not. It was a very nice answer. But then once we started getting into your interests, other things, then of course you started trailing, which I was not expecting. Let me tell you very frankly. So what I would like to tell you is, लिख कर जितने points हैं उसको लिख कर तैयारी कर लीजिए. Don't see. Actually, the problem is when we tend to be teachers and when we tend to अरे हम तो बता ही देंगे बताओगे लेकिन बताओ में सार्थकता होना चाहिए ना. You should also the content know.
Correct, sir.
See, working in the private sector and working in the government sector are two different cups of tea. There the articulation बोल दिया हम बोल कर आ गए. We don't get impressed in the government. What you have said, to tell you very frankly, until there are a lot of content in it. Articulation is one thing and content is another thing. So I hope you are able to appreciate now India's relation, the functioning of the paramilitary forces, the what you call the relations with the neighboring countries, international events, national politics, judgments of the Supreme Court. All these are issues, in fact, which impinge upon the functioning of the paramilitary forces. You must try to understand that, right? We didn't ask you about any issue because we took a lot of time to come to the heart of the matter. But anyhow, that reflected a very good thing about your personality, that you had urge to do well. And that is what matters. But fill up these gaps.
So sure.
8 दिन बैठ कर तैयारी करो बैठ कर. Even if it means you have to take holiday leave from your present employment, take leave. Prepare for 7-8 days. Devote time to it. And you also mentioned you teach geography. So GI system, satellite, etc. You should know about all these things, and the applicability of geography to the functioning of the paramilitary forces. Right? Anything that you'd like to ask us?
इतना मेरे लिए बहुत है.
हाँ?
Like I learned lot many of things, so right now.
8 दिन बैठ करके.
Sure.
घर पे बैठिए.
Yes,
Sit
sir.
down and prepare.
Sure.
Prepare methodically. Prepare in a structured manner. You'll do well.
Yes, sir.
I can guarantee that. Provided you listen. And you read newspaper regularly?
Sir, yes, I do.
I think you're giving me a half-hearted reply. I'm not.
Like, sir, right now I'm.
Which newspaper do you study?
Sir, Indian
You read.
Express.
Indian Express. पढ़िए 2 घंटा 1.5 घंटा पढ़िए. So that you see ultimately what is going to happen when you come to the board members also read a lot of newspapers. Most likely they'll ask from the newspaper itself. Read the newspaper, see the interconnection, see the editorial and other aspects.
Sir.
See the article. There are 3 or 4 articles that come up on the editorial page. Try to read the articles which interest you and which are relevant to the interview. आपको इतना अच्छा grip हो जाएगा with your articulation, you can impress the board. But in case you do not, then I can't help you.
So
Go and
I'll
read
surely
newspapers.
work hard.
Anything, sir? Please.
यू आर अ गुड कैंडिडेट. मेरा मन नहीं मानो, दोबारा फीडबैक देना चाहता हूँ. ठीक है, आप अच्छा बोलते हैं, घुमा के आंसर मत दीजिए, सीधा सटीक आंसर दीजिए, तो आपकी बातों में वजन बढ़ेगा. ठीक है, बिकॉज जो आप बताना चाहेंगे हम वही समझेंगे जो हम चाह रहे हैं. अगर आप दाने पे का आंसर देंगे आप तब तक पूछते रहेंगे जब तक वो हमें वो नहीं मिलेगा जो हम चाहते हैं, है ना। फिर बच्चा क्या होता है, बीच में कॉन्फिडेंस लूज करने लगता है। मेरे साथ ऐसे ही शायद हुआ थोड़ा सा, आपको लगा
Yes, sir.
यू लॉस्ट लिटिल कॉन्फिडेंस बिकॉज आई वाज आस्किंग टू मेनी क्वेश्चंस। जो मैं चाह रहा था वो आप बता नहीं रहे थे और आप अपने ढंग से बता रहे थे, ठीक है अपने ढंग से बता रहे थे। तो इसलिए 100 बात की एक बात, सटीक टू द पॉइंट सिंपल आंसर, तो सबको पता होता क्या है। यही है, छोटा सा यही एडवाइस देना चाहूँगा। अदरवाइज यू गॉट वेरी गुड चांस।
That's it. Right. All the best.
Sir, thank you so
Do
much,
it.
sir.
And you're going to go in a suit or in a shirt tie?
No, sir, in a proper suit. Actually, sir, I came from
Doesn't
my-
matter. Doesn't matter. A shirt tie or a suit.
Sir, suit.
Thank you.
Sir, thank you so much, sir. It was so nice to meet you all.
Thanks.
वहाँ नहीं बोलना ये सब।